This week at Barack, we would love to introduce you into a couple of ideas which we've stolen basically from the secular world. One of them, at first, is a tactical business strategy. It comes from the idea of what they call red ocean, blue ocean strategies. Red ocean, blue ocean strategies is a business term which actually refers to the market of which you're acquiring. So it's to look at the world in a matter of red and blue. The red ocean represents a market, a field where there is so many people out there battling for the same thing. And they call it red ocean because of all the blood in the water, of all these people fighting for the same market share. Where a blue ocean is an untapped market share, where there's no blood in the water, where it's free, where it's simple, where you can really succeed easily. Now, we do this at Barack, and particularly through the Fringe Church, where we target this blue ocean, not purely for a business reason, not for a business reason at all, but because it's to look where the other churches and congregations and things are missing. Where do they not go? Who are the people in our society today who are unreached? For us, we've found them in trailer parks, coming out of jail, substance abuse, poor mental ill health. A lot of the people who would be in a blue ocean if you were looking at a red and blue ocean of church world, where most churches focus on happy family, but leave short a massive range of people, which is not only in business terms an untouched market, but an incredible opportunity to see the growth of the kingdom of God. With that in mind, I'd like to tell you a little bit of a story. So this is one which we tell at Fringe a fair bit, and it's called the Ashram Cat. The Ashram Cat. There was a Buddhist monk in the ashram who meditated every afternoon to get closer to enlightenment. And there was a cat, his cat, which would come up and rub against him and demand pats and distract him from his meditation. So, to solve this problem, he tied the cat to a tree. And every afternoon, he would tie the cat to the tree and begin his meditation. Time passed, and our dear monk died, and another monk took his place and tied the cat to the tree every afternoon, because that's what was done before him, and continued his meditation. Time passed, the cat died. They went out and bought a new cat because it was part of the tradition to tie this cat to a tree as part of his meditation. Years and years passed, cats and monks passed, and we find ourselves hundreds of years in the future, where this intellect has written a book about the importance of having a cat tied to a tree to be able to reach the highest levels through meditation. Now, as church, as what we've normally done and what we see out there in the world, I'm sure we have cats tied to trees. There's things we do which are purely out of tradition. Not to say that these traditions are bad. Personally, I love a lot of them and are absolutely wonderful by all the different approaches to church we see. But does it step in the way? Do we have cats tied to trees which get in the way from us reaching that blue ocean, from us reaching the outsiders? What are the things which are in our systems of church which we see today, which may not be desirable or may get in the way for us reaching people in that blue ocean? Some things we have done is we've said no kids at the Fringe Church cells, purely because it cuts out the safety problem of children with everyone we have coming in, and people can really relax and be themselves. And it has worked wonderfully. We very rarely do music. We empower people really from the first day that you are a minister. You are a child of God and you're here for a purpose, and we want to know what that purpose is and we want to help you achieve it. Where most traditional churches you would have to be around for years, maybe be a door greeter, coffee, a steward doing the collections, I don't know, but you have this process which you need to go through. But what if we challenge that? What if we said the moment you walk through that doors, you are a capable minister of God? It may not look like what the traditional church looks like, but what does that look like? For someone who's struggling with bad mental ill health, or criminality, or drug use, or whatever it is, to empower them to say, yes, you are fit to do this work. You don't have to have it all together to be able to be a minister. So I challenge you this week to look at that, to get out there. We'll have some exercises for you to go through and try and look at our world differently. Red ocean, blue ocean. Where are the untapped markets in your life? And what are the different approaches you could take to engage in those communities, to bring them closer to God and to help God's kingdom grow? Well, thank you, and we'll talk again soon.